Not him. Not him. I know it ain't. No, y'all talking about somebody else. Not Derrick Jaxn. He was like everything to me. Welcome back to my channel, A Chosen Cover Girl, where we talk about living life full of joy, confidence, and faith, as well as everything in between. I'm your girl, Daniela. And today I am doing this video outside because it is an amazing day. It is so beautiful. So you might hear a little rustling from the wind, or you might even hear a plane go by, but just go ahead and don't let that distract you. Okay, so as you can tell from the title of today's video, I'm here to talk about certain truths that Derrick Jaxn's cheating scandal, what it exposes. And when scandals like this happen, when situations like this happen, it exposes a few truths. And one of those truths being that we as people put so much emphasis, so much importance, so much of our faith in the messenger as opposed to the message. And when we do that, that's when we lose a lot of hope. We lose a lot of faith. We become so discouraged because I know so many of you are like, oh my God, what? Him? Not him. Not him. I know it ain't. No, y'all talking about somebody else. Not Derrick Jaxn. Not the one who be around here teaching and preaching and telling these guys how to act and calling them out for their foolishness. He was like everything to me. I even told my man, like, come on, watch this, watch this. Whatever it is that's going on through your head, you are probably so distraught that yes, Derrick Jaxn was out here in them streets. Right? In them streets. And you're probably thinking, oh, are there any good men? Oh my God. Are there any good men? And I know so many single women are questioning whether or not there are truly good men, because you look at a guy like Derrick Jaxn, he's a good guy. He appears to be the epitome of a solid guy around here, even giving advice to other men on how to maintain and carry on a good, solid, healthy relationship. Meanwhile, he in them streets. But listen, clearly, Derrick Jaxn is not the epitome of a good man. And just because he did not uphold what he was preaching, that does not mean that you need to question the man beside you. That does not mean that you need to lose faith in all men, because there are good men out there. We're not going around here just making the assumption that all men are dogs. No, we're not doing that. We're going to give every single individual man the benefit of the doubt, but we're not walking around here with our eyes closed either. Right? Now, going back to the fact that we put so much emphasis and so much importance in the messenger that we lose faith of the message, and they even do it in church. Many times if there's a scandal at the church, you got some people who are throwing the whole faith away. They're like, what? Even he ain't even practicing what he preaching. He's not even adhering to the word. Why should I? If he's not doing it right, why should I do right? But at the end of the day, he has his own atonement that he has to deal with. He has his own life that he has to deal with. You need to deal with you, and you need to act according to you and your life and what's good for you. So for the men that are out there like, dang dog, even Derrick around here, no, hey, all right. No. This is not an excuse to turn around and act the fool. You are still accountable to your relationship with your partner. Full stop. And it's unfortunate that he's not out here practicing what he preaches, but the message still stands true. So the truth that's exposed, like any situation, we're always putting so much more importance on the messenger than we do the message. And we need to stop. We need to stop it. Whether you choose to continue to follow him is a different story. You know, but at the end of the day, what the advice that he was giving, it still stands true. How he was teaching and trying to encourage men on how to act in a relationship. Great. It was a great word. It was a great message. You just don't have to receive it from him. He's not preaching and saying anything new. It's not new. There's nothing new under the sun. So don't throw the whole message away. Just throw the messenger away and find yourself a new one. That's all. And don't lose faith in all men. No, there's still good men out there. The other truth that I feel that this exposes the fact that women are judged and criticized so much harsher, so much more than men. We're criticized so much more than the adulterer. So he was out here in these streets. He was doing wrong, but there's so much pointing and looking and focusing on her, looking at how she's moving, looking at what she's wearing, the things that she's saying. Like, everything about her right now is being judged and scrutinized. Let's stop doing that. She's not the one who did wrong. It was him. It was him, and it was his wrongdoings that now threw her into the public spotlight. I didn't even know who she was. I had never seen this woman prior to this entire infidelity scandal and his whole cheating coming, into the light, into the public eye. I didn't even know who she was. But now she is totally in the public eye, being judged for everything that comes out her mouth, for the fact that she decides to stay. And so it's like, whether you stay, whether you go, it doesn't matter what you do. She's being judged. But at the end of the day, she's the one who has to make the decision for herself and for her family, for what's best for them. Marriages that have longevity, 40, 50 years, they come with some shit. Yes, they come with some drama. They come with some issues. They come with some things that require forgiveness on both sides. They come with a lot. And the thing about it is, we don't know most of it because we're not in their marriage, and we don't know most of it because most of them aren't in the public eye. The relationships that are in the public eyes, those are the ones that are scrutinized, and those are the ones that tend not to last and have longevity because of the pressure and the weight of the world. Oh, if I stay, I'm going to look like this. People are going to know this. You're concerned about the judgment and the opinion of others. So you act based on that judgment. You act based on those opinions when otherwise in private you may have forgiven or you may have left. Who knows? Let's have a little bit more grace. Let's have a little bit more grace and stop judging this woman. So the last thing, which is along the same lines of, whether or not she should stay, it brings me to this last truth, and that is that religion holds a lot of women captive. We put so much emphasis on marriage and the fact that God detests divorces, and we do not want to have a divorce. We don't want to get a divorce. That's the last thing that anybody wants to do when they get married, because at the end of the day, it was till death do us part, and that is always the goal. But then situations occur like this when you have to decide, is this still serving me? Is it still in my best interest? Can I continue in this relationship? And that's when it's about having a relationship with your Lord. It's about relationship over religion. So when something like this happens, you're not held captive in your marriage, because we are free. We are free. The Lord came so that we may have a life and have it more abundantly. And he came and he gave us salvation, and there's freedom. He set us free from bondage. And do not allow your marriage to be bondage. Marriage is not supposed to be bondage. And once it becomes bondage and you can't be free to be who you are, to be happy, to thrive, come on. Don't use your religion, your Christianity, or whatever religion it is, to make you stay in a situation and to keep you in bondage. No, that's not the relationship. That's not the life that the Lord wants for you. At least I don't believe. And so that's why you need to have a relationship with the Lord, and you need to go before the Lord, and you need to pray, and however that conversation goes, however that prayer goes. Okay, I know you don't like divorce, but this is it. You know my heart. You know what I've been dealing with. You know I've been unhappy. No, we're here to have joy. And at the end of the day, the Bible tells you that infidelity is an excuse. It is a valid reason to have a divorce. It is one of very few tickets that say, bam, throw that card on the table, boom. Because it's unfortunate, some men, they get in a relationship, oh, I got myself a good Christian woman. And then they go out there and act a plumb fool because they know that their woman isn't going anywhere. Because she's, till death do her part. Till death do you guys part. She's going nowhere. Because she wants to honor her vows. She wants to be pleasing before the Lord. Because the Lord detests divorce. Now, that is the trick of the enemy to have you in bondage. The Lord does detest divorce. He does. But the Lord wants you, and he wants your marriage to bring him glory. He wants you, and he wants your marriage to be an example to others, and in turn, bring him glory. And if there's no glory that's being given, if you are depressed and defeated, where's the glory in that? Who are you bringing unto the Lord with that? Who is watching you saying, oh my God, Derrick Jaxn's wife is amazing. I want to be a Christian because of her. I want to know the Lord because of her. Who is watching that? If you're down and out, depressed, there's no joy, you feel defeated because your man's out there in these streets, but you got to stick by his side. Absolutely not. Those are the truths that I want to touch up on. Truth number one, we put so much importance in all of our faith in the messenger than we do the message. Truth number two, women are being judged and criticized so much harsher, so much more than the adulterer in the relationship. And truth number three is that women are allowing their religion to hold them hostage, to hold them in bondage in their marriage. That's what Derrick Jaxn's situation exposes. We need to change. We need to focus more on the message than the messenger. We need to hold the adulterer more accountable. Have more grace and empathy for the person who's on the other side of that, for the woman. And we need to focus on our relationship over religion, and not allow our religion to hold us in bondage because we don't want to have a divorce, because religion says divorce is bad. No. Allow your relationship with the Lord to give you freedom. Because marriage is not the end-all be-all. Divorce is not the end-all be-all. There's life after divorce. Okay? Whew. All right, guys, that's it. That's what I wanted to touch up on. If you found value in the content, don't forget to press the thumbs up button. If you're already subscribed, thank you so much. Don't forget to put on your notification button because I'm here every week. And if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe and share this and the other content with a friend. I see you guys next week. And so another truth that this entire situation with Derrick Jaxn, with Derrick Jaxn. Okay, and I'm outside and people around here. My neighbor's in his garage cutting up something. I don't know. Maybe I should just go back inside the house. Who told me to come out here? I thought it was a good idea. I'll wait. All right, this is my window. Okay, so the truth that's exposed throughout this entire situation is the fact that, what was it? Oh. Women are being criticized and judged so much more. I'm gonna get this out before he saws another damn thing.
I have an idea what fast food place we should go to.
What restaurant we should go to? I don't want to go to McDonald's.
Burger King?
No, I don't want to. I said a restaurant. That's fast food. I don't know. This video might be so choppy.